Dr. Vessel's here. Do you have a few minutes for your sales development? Let's talk about time and priority management. We say it a lot. The only thing we can't make more of is time. So let's look at time and priority management. Now we're going to look at this by utilizing the DISC and other behavioral profiles that are derived from that perspective. By now you should have taken one of our Assess My Smarts assessments or a similar one, and you have insight into your own behavioral style. If not, take the time to click the button. No matter what your behavioral style or motivators, any of us could use some better habits to maximize our time through managing priorities. Different behavioral styles have strengths and weaknesses that we should be considering when we try and manage these things. And as you look at yourself, there's some natural aptitudes that you can capitalize on or might need to adapt around. Now, high Ds, those drivers, those demanding personalities have a tendency to crucialize priorities and push the process or task completion too hard because they can sometimes start just before the deadline. It may be a good idea for the D to start a little earlier and enact a determined but manageable pace. For high Is, those influencers and expressors have a tendency to make multiple things a priority, and the best idea for the I is to focus on engaging a task until it is completed. A few minutes of focus is really not too difficult, and it's really worth it, even though it takes more discipline. For high S's, managing time and priorities through task selection is important, and the ability to disengage and manage a higher priority needs to be done. And for the S, disengaging can be a heavy lift. We know that high S's have a strong tendency to complete tasks and take on too many tasks to support relationships. Be mindful of that. High C's have a tendency to revisit processes and priorities and try to set up rules that standardize the priority and completion process. It may be a good idea for that high analytic C to make a process for switching and select a more flexible and adaptable approach to time and priority management. The remedy to all of this is effective time and priority management. And at the very least, it looks like a written list of priorities. First things first. A written list of priorities for the daily demands maintains balance and avoids overwhelm and also ensures quality. Enact good time and priority management based on your style, and you'll find that you feel like you've created the impossible, more time. And that's amazing, because the only thing we can't make more of is time. So sell well.